Hello, hello, hello. It's Tig the Kid and another goon with us. Today we got the goonish bumblebee. Um, so introductions for those of you who don't know me, although if you've been on Britt's channel for the since the beginning, then you've definitely seen me before. I am Tig. If we're not friends, you call me full Tig the Kid, please. And if you know me a little bit better, you can just go by Tig, those are the boundaries. I am on Britt's channel. It's Britt Writerly. She talks about the intersection of literature and culture. She told me she explained to y'all what that means because I said that I wasn't going to be doing no big word definitions, but she said she explained to y'all what that means. Something about culture and books, and I don't know. That's what she does. And she does writing vlogs, and she uploads poetry, and she uploads like reading discussion type things. I think I'm getting all of her stuff. If I missed anything, don't tell her. Right now, she and I are reading Beast of Prey by Ayana Gray. It's going really well. We're on part 4. I have stopped reading without her, although I may resume reading without her today. Don't tell her. We have a lot of secrets together, you and I, and that's how I expect it to stay between you and I. Okay. Yeah, but I'm really excited for the end of Beast of Prey. Oh, with some stuff going down. I have yet to see a tiger. But I'm okay because these animals in Beast of Prey are actually wild. Like they're acting wild, and I don't know that I want to be in a number. So I'm okay that I haven't seen any of my kinfolk out here acting strange. So we're just gonna enjoy it for what it is. But Britt told me to tell y'all to look out for a Beast of Prey reading vlog to be uploaded on Tuesday Eastern Standard Time. I think that's what she said. Now, she also told me to tell you, and I'm telling you, bring a snack. Bring a snack. The vlog is like an hour long and she hasn't even done part 4. Now, we're going to try to restrict her to only 10 minutes to like close up the conversation, but y'all know she can. So just bring a snack and be ready to talk about Beast of Prey. It's going to be a non-spoiler one, so if you're anticipating reading Beast of Prey, this will just get you more hype and sort of introduce the premise, the characters, their like inner demons, some writerly stuff about the book. Like, so it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. You can watch it. Bring a snack Tuesday. On Monday, I believe, Goon, correct me if I'm wrong. I think on Monday, Britt and Shay and Bree are going to be on Bree's channel doing Blackoweenathon sprints for When Black Women Speak. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. I'm not sure on the channel yet. I think we gotta solidify the channel because I think we might be changing it up just a little bit. But I'll make sure to let you know.
Okay. Y'all keep y'all ear to these good old streets. Goon, you want to introduce yourself?
Good morning, beautiful people. I am a goonish bumblebee. Bees up, homie. What's good? I hope y'all are here for some good reading. So this would be my first time reading. They have kind of like dropped the ball recently. They've been like not reading the books on the TBR, and I'm like, I thought it was a TBR, but they're not listening to me. So there's that. So I am going to be moving around the house, getting some stuff done at the house, and listening to. I don't know yet. I don't know. Bumblebees. We have like fleeting memories and whatnot. So I don't remember what I was gonna read, but it's gonna be something. So there's that. The host of this channel that I am co-opting for the month of October. I was about to say July. Hold on, real quick. All I'm saying is, Cachet Dog be giving us the business. is all I'm saying. So, that biz naive. The person whose channel I be on, there we go. That's where I was. She be writing blog posts and reading books and writing short stories and poems. And that's what she be doing.
Okay. Man, human inventions. Okay. So, and if I get a little glitchy, y'all bear with me. Because my computer on my end seems like it's glitching. But y'all will let me know if it get too bad, I'm sure. Okay.
Yeah, Titan is really out of order because Titan ain't even in a kennel. He is legitimately sitting right behind me.
Can y'all hear me? Am I glitching?
Nope, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, cool. From my end, it's like, so I'm like, is that how it is for them? Okay. Let's greet the people. They love us, Goon. They really love us. ShadeTree thought I was late. You know how we rolls over here on our own good time. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Shamla. Non-spoiler. Yep. We made our decision. We gonna stand in it. We gonna stand in it. Good morning, SM Ryan, the writer. I don't think I've seen you on Britt's channel before, but I'll let her know that you stopped by, and I hope that you get to meet her in person. So you're gonna have to come back next month. She's gonna be out all month. But if you watch any of her videos, she'll show up as herself in her videos. Editing a video for a sprint, get it. Titan is absolutely out of order, but you know how that go. Emmarae, we have 3 Blackoweenathon hosts in the chat. We have Deidre, we have Brandy, and we have Emmarae. So we're so happy to see hosts out supporting each other. Love that, love that. Working while we sprint. Whistle while you work. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Salter. Not hey, BB.
What's good?
Go.
What's buzzing? What's buzzing?
What's buzzing, cousin?
What's buzzing? What's buzzing? You know me, just bicking back being bull. You know.
Good morning, Tia. How are you, Tia? It's good to see you, Tia. We're so glad you're here, Tia. And I'm ready to sprint. I'm gonna put this first question up. First, roll your shoulders. You know, we gotta get loose.
Throw your shoulders out. Throw your shoulders out. We gotta look at that. Now okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, I'm loose as a goose. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Isn't it a party?
Listen, it's FriYAY. You know we gotta bring y'all that energy to bring in the weekend. Shoulders up and back. Whew, just roll them shoulders. Oof. Just keep breathing, just keep breathing, just keep breathing, just keep breathing. Left ear to left shoulder. We playing yoga twister, y'all. Left ear to left shoulder. You don't want to push. You just want to lean it on over. Feel that stretch on the opposite side of your neck. If you want to, you can sort of like put your left hand out, and that'll also give you an extra bit of stretch on the opposite side. Whew, anatomy and physiology are cool. Pull up, and then just, wow, we're seeing a bee get attacked. Take a deep breath in, your right ear to your right shoulder. Again, if you want to put that arm out, you'll double the stretch. You don't want to push, you just want to lean it over. See how far it goes. Then you want to let that head drop and just roll, roll, roll. This is how we stretch the back of our neck safely. I started giving y'all a gospel song, but I didn't do it. You see the control. Although, quench not the spirit, but I'm just saying. I just want y'all to know this. Not every song that comes to my mind comes out of my mouth. Sometimes. Okay, and we're rolling up. Whew, shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Oh.
I feel like you made that up.
I did not. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your back, so shake it out. Oh. Nothing. You got nothing. Now I have to find the song, because what I'm telling you is that I didn't make it up. And it sounded like the kid original. It sounded like what?
I said it sounded like a Take the Kid original to me.
Not that I'm not good for it, but it wasn't. It's Florence and the Machine. Shake it out. Margaret! Hello, Margaret! I like the cosplay. Okay, if I fold laundry instead of neck rolls, or maybe I can do both. Ooh! Okay. I love a good siren. See, Margaret knows it's a song. Margaret, you really should stretch.
I believe it. I believe she does.
You should stretch, Margaret, especially if you're folding laundry. We ask a lot of our bodies. Just give it 5 seconds to just, hey, shoulders, I see you there. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for being shouldery. And then you just go back to folding your clothes. Just take a second, Margaret. Just a second. Jersey Femme in his house. Good morning. All right, peoples, we are 20 minutes in. We're going to start this first sprint. We are going to be doing the Blackoweenathon sprints because we rated what? B for black. Big B.
Right, Big B. With a bumble on it. With a bumble.
With a bumble on that first question up. In the meantime, y'all get to doing whatever you're doing. We'll be back at you in 20. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all do the do, but not the nasty do. Productive. All right, humans. That was our first 20. Okay, that was our first 20. I got through chapter 29 of Beast of Prey. I have an hour and 38 minutes left. Who are we in the thick of it now? My goodness. We're in the thick of it now, friends. Okay. Let's see how y'all did on that spread. Jersey Femme, question 1. How is your Blackoweenathon reading going? I'm on my last book for Blackoweenathon. Yeah, I'm flying through my Blackoweenathon reads. I'm doing Beast of Prey is an SFF-a-thon read that Chloe at Thistle and Verse is created and is hosting. Beast of Prey is my first read for that, and then I think, The Forgotten Girls is the last book I'm reading for SFF-a-thon, and I think that will get me through the rest of the prompts, if not all but one. So I'm doing Beast of Prey for SFF-a-thon. But I'm halfway through my Blackoweenathon reads. The only other thing that I need to do is finish reading The Taking of Jake Livingston and the group read, which is... What group read am I doing with Britt?
The Ancient Nine.
Thank you, Goon. Yeah. So Shay and Britt are reading The Ancient Nine. Goon and I have our ear to the door. So we're almost done Blackoweenathon as well, but good for you. Progress. Vina, good morning. Started in a position working from home. Cool. Cool. Yay, congratulations. Okay, yeah, that's awesome. Goon, how was that sprint for you?
So I forgot to turn on the audiobook while I was cleaning up and making my breakfast. So I didn't get any reading done, but I washed some dishes and I started making my breakfast. Boy! So started making breakfast, and that's what was taking me so long. I was like, no, I gotta flip the omelet right as you were ending the sprint. So yeah.
Oh, Ty really wants your attention. I feel like it's because he knows you're mad at him.
Outside of the group read, I'm on my last book for
Blackoweenathon. Yeah. My last one is The Taking of Jake Livingston, which
mine is The Devil.
Yeah, so we switched. Okay, cool. Yeah, I want to read that. It comes out on the 16th of October. It's by Lauren Blackwood. She's a Jamaican American writer, I believe, and within these wicked walls is an Ethiopian-inspired Jane Eyre retelling.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I am excited for Within These Wicked Walls. I really want to read it. I wanted to read it for SFF-a-thon, but I was like, oh, it's not out yet. Dang it. She's also a Pitch Wars mentor this year, so that's why I thought her book was out, because I kept seeing her and I was checking her manuscript. So I was like, oh, her book is, but it's not out yet. And I told y'all, Rendipter was the last arc I was reading of the year. Arcs are stressful. If they had audio, if it was an advanced listener copy, that would be different. But an advanced reading copy that's an ebook, I cannot. I've gotten sick, so I haven't really been in a reading mood, but that's amazing that y'all are on your last reads. Yeah, I mean, we were strategic with that because we were coming out of a reading slump, or rather Britt and Shay were coming out of reading slump, so they were very strategic with like, okay, what books can we read that are for multiple prompts? So our Blackoweenathon TBR was 3 books long plus the group read. Like it wasn't. And honestly, we could have used the group read for other prompts as well, probably. So,
but when we had decided on ours, the group reads was still 1 book, and when it was the Taking of Fanny or the Confession of Fanny Langston, and we were like, oh no, we'll wait on that one.
Right.
Nothing against the book, just we knew that we weren't in the mood to read slave narratives.
Yeah, that's okay. I have to engage that through my
Boy,
research
back
already.
up. Big B, back up.
Oh, a British narrator. That's interesting. I mean, it is Jane Eyre retelling, so maybe she felt it was apropos. Look at me using big human words. Okay, I was leaning heavily on audio galleys this year. So tell me this, Vina. Are the audio galleys computers or are they the voice actors? Let me know. Because you have an advanced copy of Within These Wicked Walls. So was the advanced copy for that audio with the actual person? Let me know, because that would be a game changer for real. Margaret, without a British setting. Oh, I'm really enjoying Ando See Above, but it fits the setting.
Wait, so
Margaret?
is it not in a British? Is Jane Eyre not set in a British world?
That was my understanding. I hadn't read it though.
Yeah, so like I mean, it would make sense if it's set in a British world, right?
Right. We need more info, Vina. I skipped so many comments. I'm sorry, yo. Margaret transitioned from Laundry and Stretches to listening to Island Queen by Vanessa Riley and read by Adjua Ando, Spellbinding. All right. Emmarae finished one book. Woo! Still got 3 more. You have plenty of months left. We are only on the 8th.
You can do 3 more and finish and get 1 a week.
Right. You can do a book a week and still be comfortable.
Right.
Nice. Learning of another Jane Eyre retelling. Well, I don't know. The way the book is described seems really interesting to me. So
Your voice went out. Say that again.
I said the way the book is being described, like the synopsis, seems very interesting to me. So I'm in to try it, and hopefully it's good.
So I don't know if I will or won't because I feel like with retellings I need to know the original story to get what was going on.
Yeah.
And so for me it's like yeah.
I just want to see more stories about like
Right. Well, so
necromancy
no,
and
that
exorcism.
it is very, very weird now because if it's set in Ethiopia and Ethiopia was never colonized, which is a fact, it does feel odd to have a British narrator.
I don't know that it's set in Ethiopia. It's an Ethiopian-inspired fantasy, but I don't think it's.
No, I'm reading the comment. I didn't make it up. I was reading the comment.
Wait, it is? That's crazy. Oh, the comments just jumped.
Yeah, I was reading the comment. I didn't make it up.
Sorry, I was on a different.
No, you're fine.
Okay. The story is set in Ethiopia, and there's even a line about how the country was never colonized. Well, that's strange. Yeah, that's weird. And an Amharic accent for the audiobook. Have you read Wild Sargasso Sea? No, but I do want to see. I do want to read that. What is it? Deep Sea, Skin of the Sea. I want to read Skin of the Sea.
That cover is gorgeous. And I'm like, let me just do the audiobook because if I buy it and I hate it, I'm gonna be really, really mad.
We gonna wait on script.
Such a beautiful cover. Such a beautiful cover.
Yeah, and I want to read more Black Mermaids because I could not get into Bethany Morrow's Song Below Water. Couldn't get into it. So I haven't read a Black Mermaid book since The Deep, and that was last year, I think. I mean, it's ever with me because it's in my
I don't know. That didn't feel really Black Mermaid-ish to me. I don't know.
I mean, they are Black mermaids now. I mean, they are. It wasn't whimsical. It wasn't giving whimsy.
No, more so like they didn't even necessarily they seem more like completely fish who could talk than anything from the way. But I don't know. Maybe it's the way the audiobook was because I did not like The Deep at all. Like it was not. I was like. And I think the other part is I didn't know it was like not a novel. So like it ended abruptly for me too. So yeah, I didn't like it at all. I didn't. Oh, it has your whole heart. Okay, could you tell me why you loved it? What did you love about it? Because I guess I don't know what people liked about it to like get it. Like I couldn't even be like, oh, I could see why somebody would like it. Like I never got it. So y'all can tell me, I'd appreciate it.
Audio galleys. Vina, where do you get audio galleys from? Because this is really a game changer. Not me getting a net galley for 2 books and never using it again. I that can't be the case. I really liked the part about like the African, like the fact that we get a sort of story after the African slaves being thrown overboard. There was an element of the flying Africans. I think it opens up really good conversations about memory and trauma and the collective versus the individual, which is a really good conversation about, like, we say that Black people are not a monolith, but even beyond that, Black people and the cultural and the public imaginary are considered a community, and even amongst ourselves, we talk about like the Black community, but what are the limitations of community? As individuals, what is your responsibility to the community? What's the community's responsibility to you? And so like it sort of pushes the boundary of the we and the I. And I really love that conversation. What are other people saying about it? The deep has my whole heart. Oh, sorry, wrong comment. Love the deep. Emmarae said it has her whole heart. My computer is lagging, y'all. Sorry. You don't say. I may just have to do that, Vina. Let me think on it if I really want those responsibilities. Margaret, I just finished the deep on audio last week, covered in wrap up. It was intense and affecting, but I was turned around by the author's note. This version, that version, what version am I reading? Yeah, because it started off as a game of telephone. So I think that's also really interesting. So I really liked the deep and appreciated its conversations. I read it.
So I definitely appreciate the conversations that it has, but I guess I didn't get that. I mean, the conversations that you could have reading it, but I definitely didn't necessarily see that in the story.
See
Like
what?
I could see how you can have conversations about those things in the book. I didn't necessarily feel like they were represented very well in the book. Is my thought, but
Okay, I got it from the book in Yetu's. Hold on, I want to read Emmarae's comments first because I don't want to talk too much over people. Emmy, I read it at a time when I was deciding to learn about my ancestors and my family. A lot of my family have passed away or don't talk to me. They're lost. They're lost. So there are stories I have no way of ever knowing. So the commentary on memories and memory keeping just had me in tears because I was feeling so lost. I felt like I was dishonoring them because I have no memories or stories of them, barely even names. Ugh. They're lost, Emmy. Deidre, I like the idea of the history of those people, us, TBH, right, being too much for the collective to keep. Yeah, like that's a lot for one person to bear. And so I liked that. And I mean, I say it opens up with good conversations, but I did see them in the book through Yetu's dynamic with her people, her like being too much in pain to be around them, her and her mom's dynamic because of her role as the historian, the way that history got lost over time. Like, I think that the way the book presents these themes is what opens up interesting conversations. Because we may talk about like, oh, once you like, oh, I just watched 12 Years a Slave. I can't be around no white people for like a week. Okay, so we talk about like how history can affect our relationship with white people, but we don't talk about how it affects our relationship with other Black people. And so that dynamic, I was like, oh, cool.
Wait,
So that's,
you mean just like people in general? Because I was about to say all the conversations we have talk about how we interact with other Black people. So I guess I
yes.
was like missing. Well, I thought that like that's a common thing. Like most of the books we read converse conversations on how we interact with other Black people. So I guess that's where that kind of threw me a little bit. Like, but we do have conversations like that.
Well,
Or do
us
you?
too, but like in general, like for me, I have heard and have said when I watch like when I watch or read or my research takes me into a really dark place in the archive where I'm like immersed in just facts about chattel slavery and the awfulness of it, I don't really want to see white people. I'm not trying to see you on the street. I'm not trying to go to a class and see you. I'm not trying to see you. But we don't get that in the deep. In the deep, it's how having to hold that history affects her relationship with other Black people, and that's not a conversation I think we have in that way. Us talking about our relationship in general, that's a regular thing. But talking about how holding that history affects us. But Vina didn't like it either. Deidre did a hybrid read, so that might have helped my experience, possibly. Good morning, Erica. We have another host for Blackoweenathon in the comments. Thank you for stopping by. Super appreciate.
Yeah, Deidre, I think that, and then I think that like I just was expecting more. Like I was told that I needed to read the book because it was like I had a similar premise, but it was like nothing at all compared to what I was planning to do. Like the conversation was more about memories than the mermaids itself, and I think that's what I was expecting. And it was more so about like that than that. So I definitely think like my expectations affected how I like the book too, for sure.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go into another sprint because your girl got work to do. So, question number 2 is up. Okay. Question number 2 is up. We're gonna do 30 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right. That was the second sprint. That was our second sprint. I got tired. I don't know. I got tired, but I'm almost through chapter 31 of Beast of Prey. I have literally a minute left. So, and I have an hour and 9 minutes left. So happy about that. Okay. Becca joined us. Hello, Becca. Anyone know a way? Girl, good luck. I don't have iTunes. I haven't had iTunes in years. Aaron Patton. Hello. I don't know why I said that name like I don't know who you are. It's because I'm tired. Hi, Aaron. Nice to see you. Flavia Luis. I don't think I've ever seen you in my comments before, but welcome. Okay, maybe you got some help, Margaret. Emmarae. The Living Blood for sure is your favorite Blackoween read so far. I'm still reading it almost to halfway, but oh gosh, loving this. Okay. Good. Also, because I forgot to say, and I don't want Britt to get mad at me. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for those who are watching on the replay. If you haven't already, smash that like button and ring that bell. Ring that bell. This concludes your social media PSA. Goon, how's that sprint for you?
I got my food, so I've been eating all my food, and I got me something to drink. How did I sweeten it? Honey, of course. So that's what I did. I did listen to a little bit of an audiobook, and then I remembered that supposed to be reading CP pages, so gonna go back to that this next sprint because it's like this audiobook can wait. It says I have 11 days left, so it can wait. So as far as my favorite Blackoween read so far, I finished 2 books. They are tied for best place. That is not a compliment to either of those books because they were both like just okay for me. But they both were okay enough in the fact that I'm not entirely sure that the audiobook didn't play a part for me. So I am open to the idea of physically reading both of those. One for sure before the end of the month, but the other one just in general, I might. So, I mean, it's the truth. Like,
what's your favorite book? What are
the only 2 books I read? Dead Girls and The Taking of Jay Livingston. They're both between a 3 and a 3.5 for me. So, yeah, like they're okay. They're not horrible books. They're not terrible. They have a beginning, a middle, and end, and they get there, and that's good. So, yeah.
They do have that. Well, I haven't. I'm early in Jake Livingston, so I can't. But it has a beginning for sure.
Yeah.
Fire. Absolutely with honey. Shay gonna let you know exactly what she means. A Deadly Insight Scoop by Shay. Goon. Deadly Insight Scoop.
Who done it? I think it's Abby.
It is. Yep. Thank you. Dead Girls is a little clunky at first, and I would say the opposite.
At first, I thought it started off really great.
Right. I think it started
off really good. I think it lost it towards the end for me.
I think the saggy middle just extended.
Yeah, the beginning had me like, oh snap, okay. I'm definitely gonna keep reading the series, and then the ending had me like, I mean, I'm gonna keep reading the series. But you see, I dropped it definitely, so there's that.
Murder in G Major for sure. Give it 4.5 stars. Yeah. That's the Gethsemane Brown series.
Alexia Gordon.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reading that. I'm trying to, for those of you guys who don't know, Shay is trying to write a cozy mystery, and so she's been trying to read as many Black cozy mystery authors as she can, like specifically because that'll be what she's in. There are not a lot of them, and she's trying to give them all chances, which is why Dead Girls is gonna she's gonna read another one. She plans to read another book by Abby Collette because there is a second book, and then there's a third one set to be published at the beginning of next year, I believe. But whew, a Deadly Inside Scoop just drug. Like I would definitely rate Dead Girls higher than a Deadly Inside Scoop for sure.
Yeah, I would not, which is a shame because I was excited for a Deadly Inside Scoop. I was like, oh snap, yes, give us the ice cream. Like this is gonna be fun. And couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I feel like you only got like a few chapters in, right? Oh, what you know?
It's true.
Oh, I wasn't trying to blast you. That was not trying to be funny. I'm sorry. I was like,
it's all true.
I just want to say the only thing that Britt has ever powered through on my behalf for was the other Black girl.
And what a mistake that was, but we move.
Yeah, right.
But we move.
I don't think it was a mistake because I think it was good for the writerly part of you. I think the reader stuff part, it was definitely like, yeah, no. If you weren't a writer, I would completely agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, Britt was giving me an earful about that book for a week. I kid you not. What do tigers care about publication? Nothing. And from what Britt said, that wasn't even a big part of the theme anyway. So it was just like
it was annoying. Yeah, we both read Hollywood Homicide.
That girl is silly.
Super silly. But
that girl is silly.
But I am definitely, I definitely do want to read Hollywood Ending, but I will say not because of the mystery, only because of the way it ended with the boy.
With old boy.
The way it ended, it was like, so we gonna talk about it. And I was like, oh, that was a good note. Because if you hadn't wrote that, I would not be reading the second book. But the second book, I was like, I need to know.
Tossing up my paws and deduce this. I feel like you're not going to get it, Margaret. I don't want to crush your dreams. But I feel like Shay may not devote any more time to TLBG. Goon, what you think?
Yeah. I know that there will be a blog post about it, but I don't know. Y'all saw how long Black Books the review was, and she was not happy.
That was a whole essay.
She was not happy about editing that at all. So I don't know because it is a lot, but it definitely deserves one. It definitely deserves it. You know,
we all deserve lots of things.
I've been trying to get her to try to make the big B bucks and get a Patreon, so maybe that'll be like a Patreon thing she'll do. Is like y'all have to pay to see
real.
That video.
Right, y'all want all these rants, this emotional
y'all want these rants, like I feel like that's what it's gonna be.
We have to put them rants behind the paywall. Yeah. The second one to a Deadly Inside Scoop is a game of cones. That's what I was like, what's the second one? It's a game of cones.
Okay, you liked Hollywood Ending even more. Okay, well, I was thinking like I would definitely
in the comments. I was like, did I say that?
I know you hadn't read it. But no, that works for me because I will say it definitely is it's going up. And I know she has a book coming out early next year, like a sister or something like that.
That sister of the girl?
No. Kelly Garrett, the author of the Hollywood Homicide and Hollywood Ending, she has another book coming out the beginning of next year, and it looks like it's an even bigger like because it looked like the Hollywood series was like an indie publisher, and the Like a Sister or whatever looks like it's like a bigger publishing.
Good for her.
Imprint. So I've seen they have like swag boxes and stuff. Like they have like
come on out.
Or at least it looks like it from the pictures I've seen. I'll say that. It looks like it's like a box of stuff you could get for pre-ordering, but it could just be promo stuff she took a picture of to get you excited. You never know.
You never know. I have a copy of Like a Sister. It's not cozy, but it sounds interesting. All right, well, let us know.
It might have been like a thriller or something.
Let us know, Lena, what you think when you start reading it. Put something on your Twitter or something. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Send out a siren so we don't be crashing into no rocks. Okay. Goon, do you happen to know Shay's
Yes,
take on
I
Barbara Neely?
definitely haven't heard it because I don't know who that is. So if I
Okay.
don't know, they don't know. So you know,
Well, there you have it, Margaret. It's 11:40 somehow. Okay, so we're gonna go into our final 30.
okay.
And then we'll close out with a 10 or a 20, depending on how we feel.
Like all these questions is childish.
What questions? Well, speak your truth. Speak and be heard. Speak and be heard.
Oh, that's her. Okay, so Deidre actually brought her up. Deidre was telling me she thought I should read her and that I would like her. So she's actually on my list of cozy authors to read. So I didn't know that was the author's name, but I do know the name of the book because of Deidre. So thank you.
All
I don't
right.
know how you look at this mode of YouTube.
It's bigger for the people.
No. I mean, like not on dark mode. Like how you can
This.
do with like that much white. I wasn't even trying to be childish, and that's why you made me feel. I was not trying to be childish. I was talking about because I know you be at a computer all day. Like you get on my nerves.
And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right, humans. Goom will be back in a few minutes. Honey break. Okay. Oh goodness. I am tired. We're gonna do a 10-minute sprint. We're gonna be about this biscuit. I finished chapter 32 of Beast of Prey. I really want to finish this before I read Jake Livingston, just because I didn't love Dead Girls, and I didn't love Devil in a Blue Dress either. Don't at me, that's my truth. I didn't love it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 because I was like, I think this is just I'm not super into this thing more than this isn't a good book or well written or well developed story plot. Like I was just like, this isn't my sweet spot. I don't really love reading stories written in the 1900s, just because your likelihood of catching some explicit anti-Black vocabulary just shoots up. So I'm just like, that's not my jam. But I gave it a 4 out of 5. So I was like, okay, I'm doing a little. It's not even mid-month. A mid-TBR cleanse of the palette, because it's been a 4 that I wasn't really feeling and a 3 that I definitely wasn't feeling. So I need an excellent. I need a 5. So I'm switching over to Beast of Prey. That's why I want to read that before I read Jake Livingston, because Shay already told Britt and me that Taking of Jake Livingston was that she gave it like a 3 or 3 out of 5, something like that. Being where I am now, I see it. I'm already like, oh yeah, this is look at that. So we're gonna read Beast of Prey first, and then we're gonna read Taking of Jake Livingston. So I'm gonna have to be reading several books to get me through that until I scoot over to the group read, which is gonna be the last for the month. I feel sleep drunk, and it came upon me quite suddenly. It's just wow. Okay, Team Dark Mode 2. Well, here we are. Margaret, jumping off for a beat to say hi to the Lit Chick crew. Have a beautiful and energy-filled day, friends. All right, Margaret, thank you so much for joining us. Deidre, I sent you a thing on Discord, so check that. Goon, back from your honey break. How was that sprint for you?
I just have not been reading outside of reading my CP stuff. So I got another chapter and a half of her stuff read, and then I saw that I got an email, and so had to switch over and let Shay take over and do some things because she got stuff she's trying to do, and I'm not trying to bother her with the stuff I want to do because she gets a little irritable. But that's neither here nor there. We won't talk bad about her. She's not here to defend herself. But sometimes she anyway. So did that, and then I came back and made me some more to drink. Finished my goals, posted my goals, and then started reading through different things that need to be taken care of. So pretty much just a bunch of admin stuff. But hopefully I get back to reading. Have any of your reads disappointed you? Yes, they've both disappointed me. Not disappointed me in the fact that they were bad, but just disappointed me in the fact that I had really, really high hopes for them. So yeah. So I just want to make that clear. That like that. So I just couldn't. I'm trying to think. I do think that there will be a whole bunch of books for. Hey, chill out, boy. There will be a whole bunch of books read this month just to kind of go through, try to do what you were saying, kind of counteract the books that were not necessarily as good or as engaging. So there's that.
Yeah. The book that disappointed me. I mean, yeah, there've been a couple. There have been a couple, but again, it's more that I was expecting a lot of them. If I had not been, I don't know, maybe, whoops,
Yeah,
maybe taking them on their own, I wouldn't have been pressed.
Yeah. And again, I honestly, I feel like even with Dead Girls, when I went into it, I had no expectations because I didn't know what to expect. But it just started out so great. I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. And then it was okay.
Right. All right. The Taking of Jake Livingston was my disappointment. Couldn't read past chapter. Oh, wow. 1, couldn't read from the perspective of a school shooter. That's real. That is very real. Sure. Goon, you got something to say to that?
Oh no. Okay. I will say more so that I definitely was glad that he took it the way that he took it. Because I was scared he was gonna take it a different way. And I do think it's a very relevant and necessary conversation, especially considering like recent events. So yeah. But I definitely wish that the one thing that I wish for the Taking of Jake Livingston is that there would have been trigger or content warnings, so you knew that before starting the book. Because I definitely feel though, although for me it wasn't a complete deal breaker, what would have been a deal breaker had I not been intrigued by the premise and the author himself, would have been the reenactments, because that was worse for me than being in the perspective of the school shooter. That I didn't like as much. So yeah.
Life is hard. Question. Oh, I was reading something a colleague said on Twitter about racism and fascism, and life is hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that Dead Girls was disappointing, but I will try the sequel. Let me know how that goes. Slow reading month for Vina as well. Bye, Emmarae. Have a beautiful day. Y'all, we got to do this 10-minute sprint because your girl is fading fast. I don't know what's going on.
Beautiful.
Y'all also hydrate yourselves. Hydration Nation. Ooh. Okay, I don't know that Bree has a 10-minute. I think the lowest it goes is 30. I mean 15. That was your voice was incredibly choppy just now. I don't know if that happened for anyone but me. I don't know. But we gonna let these ads play. Let's live breed them coins though. Yes, we are. All right. Oh no, there's another one. 30 minutes. Has anyone watched Cruella? Oh goodness. I heard that it was a sort of like villain origin story, and that she was nice originally, but her mommy was mean. Wow. Well, this can really set you on a course. Okay, this is a 15. I'm sorry, we're doing a 10. So we just gonna push this on up. Push it on up. Push up on you. All right, humans. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right, humans. How did you fare? So that sprint was, to be honest, I almost fell asleep like 2 or 3 times. Like I was very, very much like twice. Excuse me. So yeah, glad we did a 10-minute because I would have to interrupt y'all sprint to be like, I'm not gonna be falling asleep on live, y'all. We're gonna have to cut this short. Goodbye. But luckily, by the time I came to that conclusion, we were a minute out. So I was like, okay, we're gonna fight through the fight. But I did do a bit of. I started doing a little writing, or editing of my speculative fiction. So that's how that sprint went for me. Y'all know tigers need naps. We can't be up here out just awake all day. That's crazy. Goon, how you do?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I was like, okay, I need to clean up around me because it's frustrating me and I keep getting distracted, like picking stuff up, and I'm not like able to focus on what I'm reading because I'm like reading and moving stuff. So I'm like, okay, let me clean up. So I started cleaning up because I was like, if I clean up between now, then at the top of the hour, I can sit down and I can focus and read and I can knock these last 100 pages out. So that's my plan. So that's what I did, was start working so that I can be more focused and finish my goal for the day. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jake Livingston is a dual POV, and Goon could probably tell you more about it than I have because I'm literally at the beginning. Yeah, it's a dual POV.
Yeah. So like I want to say like that it's the school shooter, but it's like before they're the school shooter, so it's just the perspective of like another student. But it comes in like right after a like suicide attempt. So there's that. So like I said, there should be like content and trigger warnings for that. So yeah.
Can you think of any other content or trigger warnings that they might need because the book doesn't have any?
Okay, so content trigger warnings. So there needs to be one for suicide, bullying, school shooters, bad parents, mention of sexual assault, as well as like working up to that. It does not happen. It is not on the page, but you definitely know that that was the intent of that part of the story. Homophobia, racism, and then like it is a ghost horror like possession thing. So if you're not into like demon possession or like someone being possessed, if that bothers you, then that would be a content warning. I feel like that's all. I will say the book does end on a positive note, like it doesn't like end on a bad note. So there's that if you care to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's intense. And if you listen to the audiobook, I'm just telling you right now, that's what it makes it more intense. Because chapter 1, when the mom was screaming his name, I was laying in bed and that ruined. That's my heart was like jumped in my chest. So the voice acting, at least for that, was like, good job. Because I'm sure that was your intent, but just know that listening to it might make it more intense. So if you're already like, that's too much, maybe read the print so you don't have to like hear that being performed. Oh goodness, multiple deaths and suicides. So you'll just be aware. Be aware and give yourself permission to put it down, as Deidre would say, PID. So if you need to put it down, step away from it, that's fine. That's fine. Blackoweenathon has a book recommendation list for every category. There are so many. You can definitely choose another book. It's fine. You have plenty of time. Black SFF-a-thon does indeed end next week. It ends on the 16th. So definitely get that in as well. Blackoweenathon is all month. SFF-a-thon, 2 weeks. So definitely get ready, get set, get going. All right, humans. Tig is tired. So happy FriYAY! Smash that like button, ring that bell, and y'all have a wonderful week. We are going to see y'all next FriYAY. Bye! Do we have anything to say? Anything? Any announcements?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you gonna be in town tomorrow? Are you co-hosting me tomorrow night?
It's Friday, Saturday. No, Britt's gonna be in Boston.
Okay, yeah. Well, I know you did last week, but I wasn't sure if you were this week. Yeah. So that's it. There'll be a stream tomorrow night. And there'll be we'll put something on social media and in one of the community tabs about what we're doing when Black Women Speaks this month.
Okay. All right, humans. Bye.
Bye.